Hello and welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. My name is Victoria Elson and I'm a consultant at Safety Forward. So today's, just to let you know, it is being recorded. So you can watch the session back at a later date if you like. So today's topic is going to be the provisional use of working equipment regulations, 1998, also known as PUWER. So the provisional use of working regulations, 1998, is set out in the United Kingdom and places the duties on individuals and companies that have working equipment and machinery. The regulations aim to set out safety for people using the machinery. And if I just hold on a second. So here's some key points for PUWER. So just to let you know, if machinery is manufactured in another country, it may not be subject to British standards safety, which means in other countries, they may not have the same regulations or standards for safety as we do. So if you purchase a piece of equipment from another company, it may not have the correct or British standard safety components installed. Just to let you know as well, there is a new, the introduction of the UK CA mark, which is indicates conformity with regulations products which carry the UK CA mark. So that must be supported. Sorry, getting some back noise there. And that must be supported by a valid conformity. Okay, so what is covered under PUWER? So what kind of machinery? So machinery, this could be production machines, ovens, processors, conveyor belts, cutting machines for wood and metal, plastic, crimping machines, laser machines, folds or laser cutting machines. Other items may be cranes, hoists, elevators, forklift trucks, cars, vans, scissor lifts, cherry picks, diggers, but also remember compressors, welders, local exhaust ventilation systems known as LEVs, extraction systems, which might be located within welders' bays, pumps, mixers, weighing machines, mining machines, and robotic machines. The introduction to robotic machines, especially in this day and age, is being seen more in manufacturing. Also crushers and many other pieces of equipment. When we talk about appliances, we can talk about hoovers, industrial irons, heaters, microwave kettles, air conditioners, which means aircon units, dryers, kitchen stoves, fridges, freezers, TVs, desktop computers, but also laptops as well. And also thinking about electrical chairs, mobility chairs, and radios, etc. So when we talk about tools, under PUWER, we would expect for hand tools such as hammers and chisels, screwdrivers to have a visual inspection. When it comes to other pieces of equipment, things like nail guns, sprayer guns, cat and jennies, saws of any type, whether that be electrical or petrol driven or battery powered. So safety component installations, such as emergency stops and guards, etc. We'll go into that a little bit further into the presentation. Personal protective equipment. This could be welding hoods, respiratory pieces of equipment, or body harnesses. We also need to consider the UK CA mark if we're purchasing these pieces of equipment. So suitability and safety. So work equipment must be suitable for its intended use. Equipment has a purpose and it has to be safe for the use and maintained in a safe condition. Regular inspections are necessary to ensure ongoing safety. What about training and information? So employers are required to provide their employees with adequate information, instructions and training on the safe use of equipment. This includes ensuring that work equipment is used only for individuals who have received proper training. Health and safety measures. Work equipment must be accompanied by suitable health and safety measures, such as protective devices and controls. Examples include guarding, emergency stop devices, and isolation mechanisms. The scope of the work equipment. So the definition of work equipment is broad and includes machinery, appliances, tools, and installation used at work. It encompasses activities like starting, stopping, programming, repairing, and cleaning equipment. Additional requirements would be some work equipment is subject to other health and safety legislations in addition to PUWER. For instance, pressure equipment must comply with the pressure systems regulation, and PPE, personal protective equipment, must adhere to the PPE regulations. Remember, PUWER applies to various types of equipment, including mobile work equipment, woodworking equipment, and power pressers. Its goal is to promote safety and prevent risks associated with work equipment in various workplaces. Oh, let's skip that. So lifting equipment. So LOLA, which is known as lifting operations and lifting equipment regulations. I've put some pictures up here as well. As you can see, we've got a pallet truck on there and also a forklift tipper skip. These do come under LOLA as they're lifting. If anything lifts something or people, it needs to be subject to a LOLA inspection. So the specified intervals for regular thorough examinations, unless there is an examination scheme specifying other intervals, thorough examinations should be conducted every 6 months for lifting equipment and any associated accessories used to lift people, 6 months for all lifting accessories, and 12 months for all other lifting equipment. So again, we've got pictures here of cherry pickers, cranes, table lifts. They're all subject, but also accessories to those equipment require inspections as well. So safety components, there is lots of different safety components. Again, remember, if you're going to buy a piece of equipment from another country, these components may not be already installed. So under British standards, you need to do a bit of research and make sure that the guards that you need to cover British standards are installed. So what are guards? Guards to reduce the risk of contact between human and machine. And these can be reinforced plastic, metal, or mesh. So different kinds, we've got cages. So contact cages. Cages. It reduces and sometimes eliminates the contact between human and machine. These are very good, and sometimes they're very easy to install and low cost. Another one is contact lasers. So these lasers, when the laser is broke by contact with a person or an item, it automatically cuts off the machine. Barriers. And when we're talking about barriers, we can talk about barriers in front of the machines or around, but also segregation barriers, which segregate pedestrians from the machinery to reduce or eliminate contact. So automatic gates that isolate machines when opened if we thought about industrial ovens when they're being worked on, these gates would shut off the machine once you open it. You do need to consider, though, that if any work's being carried out or you need to enter that machinery, turn off your power supply and either use lock off, tag off. Where that is, it isolates the actual main power point, so it cannot be turned on. Having multiple features to reduce the risk of contact between human and machine is always productive. Who's responsible? Okay. So a wide range of people are responsible for ensuring that the regulations are adhered to. So employers and business owners. So employers who own the equipment are directly covered by PUWER. They have a legal responsibility to ensure the safety of the equipment by their employees. Employees and operatives. So employees are who use equipment during their job duties fall under PUWER regulations. So they must follow safety guidelines and receive proper training. That training should be provided by your employer. Self-employed individuals, so those who work with equipment for their businesses, which activities are covered. It's all covered under PUWER. So they must comply with PUWER requirements as well. Even if they're there temporarily, they must have the adequate training, carry out the relevant checks, and make sure any damage or defects are reported. So equipment manufacturers and suppliers. So manufacturers and suppliers of work equipment are indirectly covered. They must ensure that the equipment they provide meets PUWER standards. Just note, because it comes from a manufacturer, does not mean it's going to be fully, completely in working order. That's why we have to carry out pre-use checks. Even if it's brand new and it's been signed off and that sheet's there, always second check it. Maintenance personnel. So the maintenance people for maintaining the equipment, they're also responsible under PUWER for repair work. Proper maintenance and safety checks are very essential. Contractors and temporary workers on site with their equipment are covered as well. Temporary workers using equipment during their assignments fall under PUWER. Remember, PUWER aims to promote safety and prevent risks associated with work equipment. Compliance with these regulations benefits everyone involved in the use of work equipment. Some key points. So the definition of work equipment. So PUWER compasses machinery, appliances, tools and installation used at work. It includes both industrial machines and smaller handheld tools. Examples of covered equipment: machinery, like lathers, millings machines and presses. Handheld tools like drills, grinders, saws and other portable tools. Lifting equipment like cranes, forklifts and hoists. Mobile equipment like vehicles, cherry pickers, scissor lifts, mobile towers, tractors and excavators. Woodworking equipment such as saws, planers, routers. Computer controlled equipment like CNC machines, robotic automated systems. And who's responsible? Employers, operators and maintenance personnel must adhere to PUWER regulations and requirements. Regular inspections, proper training and safety measures are essential. Remember, PUWER aims to promote safety and prevent risks associated with work equipment in various workplaces. And if you have specified equipment in mind, feel free to ask for any further details. Very importantly, regular inspections are essential for identifying potential safety hazards, equipment deficiencies, and performance issues. If you're logging your daily checks and you notice that there's a difference in the way the machinery is acting or producing, it may be that you identify there is a change of material and that's why the machine is struggling. It's also about collecting data and not just keeping yourself safe. An equipment maintenance log should include a record of all inspections conducted, including the date, time, and the inspector's name and findings.